ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. Vijay had just returned from Gaya, where he had spent a long time in solitude and holy company. He had put on ochre robe of a monk and was in exalted state of mind, always in drawn. He was sitting before the master with his head bent down, as if absorbed in deep thought. Vijay Krishna Goswami. Casting his benign glance on Vijay, the master said, Vijay, have you found your room? Has gone to Gaya and spent in solitude in search of God. How people strive, run here, there in search of God, in forests and various places. When I was in Himalayas, I saw in caves there were some sadhus here and there who had come early in their life, in their teens, and have become old there itself. Same routine. Go for bhiksha to one of the ashramas. Take a little food, bring and call on God constantly. There were so many monks who used to simply keep on walking and calling on, going on doing japa non-stop. They don't want sleep to interfere. They don't want any thoughts to interfere. They want the bodily existence to remain in good condition. They keep on walking in front of a cave where they stay and go on doing japa, or they go around here and there, and then again by evening they come back. So that constantly calling on God. How they spend their days in calling on God. Whole life, just like we run after the worldly things and finally find nothing is there. What all we acquire, what all we generate is going to perish. Wealth is going to go away. Progeny, I've got 5 children, all are going to die one day. Whatever, you built a house, it is going to fall off one day. You planted so many trees, they are going to flatten. Nothing what you have created in this world, nothing what you have acquired, now name, fame, power goes off. What all you have acquired, what all you have got in this world from childhood, strong body you built, going to gymnasium, this, that and all. A day comes when you are not able to stand up. 2 people are required to make you stand up. old age does come, everything is going to perish what you have done. Only God's name that you have taken, the love you gave to the people, the love with which you have served this world alone remains with you. What you sacrificed, what you loved, how much of love could you give? How much of sacrifice you could do? How much calling on God could you do? That alone remains. All else is going to perish. So, this Sri Ramakrishna is asking, you had gone to, yes, he is aware that he has gone to Gaya and returned. Could you find a room? The first thing is, are you secured in this world? How we search for a job, a permanent job, like that. Have you got a room? Are you secured? Reservations. Train, I want to go somewhere. I reserve my tickets. Master is asking Vijay, have you found your room? Let me tell you a parable. He is explaining what did he mean by that. Once two holy men, in course of their wandering, entered a city. One of them, with wondering eyes and mouth agape, was looking at the marketplace, the stalls and the buildings, when he met his companion. The latter said, "You seem to be filled with wonder at this city. Where is your baggage?" He replied, "First of all, I found a room. I put my things in it, locked the door, and felt totally relieved. Now I am going about the city enjoying all the fun." First thing is to secure a place where I can, at the feet of God. So I am asking you, Vijay, if you have found your room, to him and others. You see, the spring in Vijay's heart has been covered all these days. Now it is open. The spring, there will be spring which is going to, the water will constantly be jumping out, pumping out. Now a small stone or something is blocking that. Sometimes if it is moved by for any cause, you will see the spring of water coming out. In those days, in 1970s, when I went to Jairam Bhati, after food, we used to wash our hand in one place. A pipe is there. After food, I went and washed. The water is going. I wanted to shut the tap where from it is coming. Then I was searching here and there, where from the pipe has come, and where is its tap to close. Then a person came and asked, "What are you searching here?" I told I wanted to see, I was seeing where to stop this water. He said that water will not stop. There is a spring below, we have put the pipe. There is inside pressured water. It is spontaneously, from last 15 years it is coming and flowing into, it is going to come by, there is no stoppage for this. It is a spring, constantly water is flowing out. So that water is flowing out constantly. You see the spring in the Vijay's heart has been covered all these days. The spring was covered. Now it is open. It is open. And it will no more stop. To Vijay. Well, Shivnath is always in trouble and turmoil. Shivnath we saw in the last class. He is a person who is enjoying the bliss of bhakti. Loving God itself is giving him great satisfaction and joy. Well, he is always in trouble and turmoil. He has to write for magazines and perform many other duties. Worldly duties bring much worry and anxiety along with them. It is narrated in Bhagavata that the Avaduta had 24 gurus. One of them was a kite. In a certain place, the fishermen were catching fish. A kite swooped down and snatched away a fish. At the sight of the fish, about 1,000 crows chased the kite and made a great noise with their cawing. Whichever way the kite flew with the fish, the crows followed it. The kite flew to south and the crows followed it there. The kite flew to the north and still the crows followed after it. The kite went to east and west, but with the same result. As kite began to fly about in confusion, lo, the fish dropped away from its mouth. The crows at once let the kite alone and flew after the fish. Thus relieved of its worries, the kite sat on the branch of a tree and thought, "Wretched fish was at the root of all my troubles. I have got rid of it, and therefore I am at peace." We are holding something in this world which is making us turmoil, enter into great anxiety and turmoil. Once we leave that, we acquire peace. We have duties to perform, but that is not going to be a problem for us. I want certain things to happen in a particular way. I want to enjoy, I want to possess. That these things, the enjoyership and doership, otherwise we do the same thing. But without that doership and enjoyership, I am instrument in your hand. You are doing, I am just an instrument. This attitude solves, I am leaving everything now. Oh, I was doing, I was enjoying, I was possessing, I was knowing. All this I was giving trouble. Now you are doing through me. You are getting done everything. That I goes away, everything goes on by itself. I have left that I was holding everything. That has gone, everything is all right. The Avaduta learned this lesson from the kite, that as long as a man has the fish, that is the worldly desires, he must perform actions and consequently suffer from worry, anxiety and restlessness. No sooner does he renounce these desires than his activities fall away and he enjoys the peace of the soul. Holy Mother also says, if you acquire dispassion, if your desires go away, Once if you are desireless, then you are mukta, you are free. Desire is what is causing you all the bondage. If desires are not there, you are free. You have attained the freedom from nature. Then as a result of it, we may think that work is selfless, but selfishness comes unknown to us from no one knows where. But if a man has already undergone great spiritual discipline, then as a result of it, he may be able to do work without any selfish motive. See, we will be thinking always, I am right, I am doing correctly. But deep within, I am doing for God and all. Suppose I am cooking, and I am doing with all devotion. I am sending it for offering and coming down everything. And I'm not expecting anything from anybody. I am doing out of my own joy and will and the sense that I am doing for God. I don't want any people to praise me or this, that, anything I am doing. But still, when serving or when eating, somebody comments something harshly. Who has done this? Who will eat this? Somebody says, all things will go away. My knowledge, wisdom, that how much it hurts me. I took all the pain to do all this, just to hear these people talk about like this. It hurts. Then I will see that doer was still there. The nature immediately shows, my child, you are not done with ego, with unselfishness. There was ego standing behind all that you are responsible for that. So that how the selfishness came, how the desire. I did not expect praise, but I did not expect the blame also. The blame, if I was not expecting, the blame should not be there. Now, I did not want any praise, but I was not able to bear the insults and people speaking ill of it. So here makes a lot of difference. There is, I am doer, I am responsible. I may not seek praise, but I don't want anybody to blame me. There comes again, I is there. Nature immediately shows that things go wrong and people start commenting and you feel disgusted. That you are doing all with some intention, unknown fulfillment you are deriving from the doing. If it was exclusively for God, God is silent witness. He doesn't comment. Whatever you give, He eats and takes. Your love and services that you offer, He takes. Rest He leaves. But work without any selfish motive is good. It does not create any worry, but it is very difficult to be totally unselfish. We may think that our work is selfless, but selfishness comes unknown to us from no one knows where. But if the man has already undergone spiritual discipline, sadhana, Then, as a result of it, he may be able to do work without any selfish motive. Is a lot of sadhana. Really, he'll be able to do without any motive, selfish motive. After the vision of God, a man can easily do unselfish work, nishkama karma. In most cases, action drops away after attainment of God. Only a few, like Narada, work to bring light to mankind. Some retain. And one may be able to do when as a sadhaka, if you have done some spiritual practices without any selfish motive. After the vision, it totally drops off. The work field is where our test happens. When we are in the world, when we do actions here, every moment you are interacting with the external world. Your interaction with the external world will decide. Every moment you are tested. Every moment a test is going on. People interference. All this. In the work field, the severe test is going to happen. Have I done really unselfishly? Small things make us agitated. Calmly. If you are doing for God, there won't be any problem at all. Smoothly. Everything is accepted. Everything is consciously. Only in our awareness, the world is not there. Their comments on criticisms, it doesn't absorb. Our attention is not there towards that. The whole attention is on for whom am I doing? What will be his opinion? What does God say about my work? Am I satisfying God with my work? Or am I trying to satisfy the people around? If people comment, if he's doing exclusively unselfish work and nishkama karma, there is no kamana, there is no intention, there is no motive. He's doing out of love alone. Love is the only motivation with which he is doing. He doesn't bother about anything else. He goes on doing, and God goes on accepting it. Avadhuta accepted a bee as another teacher. Bees accumulate their honey by days of hard labor, but they cannot enjoy their honey, for a man soon breaks the comb and takes it away. The Avadhuta learned this lesson from the bees, that one should not lay things up. Sadhus should depend 100% on God. They must not gather for the morrow. But this does not apply to the householder. He must bring up his family. Therefore, it is necessary for him to provide. Birds and monks do not hoard. Yet, birds also hoard after their chicks are hatched. They collect food in their beaks for their young ones. That is, where there is necessity, and to what extent is necessity. Now, I am a sannyasi, I need not keep anything for the morrow. Birds and sadhus don't accumulate things. accrue things. Here we see I am able to do all things and without any keeping for tomorrow. Get up in the morning, whatever nature or God provides, that I take and spend my life. But when responsibilities come, small responsibilities, a householder, he too has to do everything. He should not keep any possession if he wants God. He cannot hoard for tomorrow. But it is inevitable. He has taken the responsibility of others at home. He has to keep something. How will he progress in spiritual life? He keeps it as belonging to God. Lord, it belongs to you because I have earned this with your strength. I have earned this with your intelligence. What all I used to earn, this is yours. Intellect was yours. Body is yours. I have to leave all this and go. This is yours. So this belongs to you. I am taking care of it. The doership and enjoyership, the possessorship is dissolved. Now only thing that remains is it belongs to him and I am only a trustee. It is as good as not possessing anything. Like a sadhu doesn't possess anything, he also is free from all sense of possession. It belongs to you, I am taking care. Like a servant in a king's empire or something like that, taking care of all that. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.